What I wanted to show you today was a group of pines. These are pretty mature pines. Well, they're about 40-50 years old. They have been pruned. The deadwood have been pruned from them. And wanted to show you some of the services that we offer, or some of the unique types of pruning that we can do with the pine trees during the wintertime to prevent branch breakage. What I've found is that over winters that are especially severe with a lot of heavy snows, ice, is that, as you all know, that we find that these branches do break. The longer the pine branch, obviously the stronger the impact is from the weather on those branches, and they've broken in, well, we had December 11th, well, we all remember that storm, the ice storm of '98. These storms have laid a heavy toll on our pine trees. So what I've found is that by doing some proper pruning, such as pruning the deadwood, you can see these trees here are clean of deadwood. That actually strengthens their system dramatically. It allows the energy to produce good, strong branches, but it doesn't completely eliminate that problem of the winter environment breaking those branches because they're so healthy they continue to grow very quickly. What we've done is we've actually taken pines, large pines, and we've done some tip pruning on them. We've actually taken their canopies, the whole canopy from the tree, and reduced that canopy enough so the interior growth is stimulated, and that provides an opportunity for this tree to condense their foliage. And if I can show you here, on these trees here, what we have, these trees have been pruned for about 15 years now. And as you can see, their foliage is very dense compared to the other trees that I showed you. During all the storms that we had in the last 2-3 years, we haven't lost one branch on any of these trees due to snow load. So you can see that obviously the branches are shorter, the branches are stronger, and the foliage is condensed so it doesn't allow that heavy snow to build up. This is a technique that was that you often associate using on pruning shrubs around your home. It's not something that I would recommend for every tree landscape that you have. Obviously the tree wants to grow in its natural form. These were done for a specific purpose, not only for the snow load, but also for aesthetic purposes. This is a technique that was used many European landscapes, 17th century, 18th century landscapes. This tip pruning and shaping of trees is done. Here, as you can see, the pines on the left have not been pruned or tip pruned. Their foliage is left to the natural form. Deadwood has been pruned, so you have a nice clean trunk. Obviously that helps out with the overall health of the tree. Because these trees are further out in the landscape, we decided to leave them in their natural form. However, the trees along the driveway, you can see the difference in the canopies where they've been controlled to prevent branch breakage. You can see the canopies are much thicker. The shape has been controlled. The branches are smaller or not as long, and the distinct difference is very clear in this picture. What I wanted to show you here was this is a typical pine grove that we find in this area. Most of the pines that are growing are usually growing from old farmland. So the rapid growth of the pines lead to many individual trees very close together, not growing in any form. Everything it's random. The trees are multi-stem. What we've done here is to show the difference between this area to the right. We actually thinned out the grove, allowed the individual trees to mature, prune the deadwood, and provide a much more pleasing atmosphere to look at and a much stronger tree. When you focus in on the old forested, very thick area, a lot of the trees have died because of the intense competition, which leads to diseases, and other competitors are continuing to grow, which inhibits the growth of the individual tree. In this grove, the trees have been selected, spaced, and have allowed to grow in a much more healthy fashion because of less competition. We've talked about the pruning techniques. The actual pruning can be done year-round. Deadwood pruning is certainly something that I encourage anyone to do at any time of the year. That is directly related to the health of the tree. The tip pruning on the pine trees, depending upon how much you're pruning, certainly can be done any time of the year also. So even though this is done to prevent winter damage, the actual pruning can be done anytime.